Hello everyone. I am here in my home studio that it's just recently gotten done and it's a work in progress, but we're there. And so what I wanted to do was begin to become familiar with you and having you watch me here on YouTube. I would like to start with a few 5-minute breathing practices, some 5-minute relaxation practices, and then work into maybe 20 to 30 minute, just a nice soft flow or movement, just to kind of release things from our bodies. So right now I'm going to start with just a guided meditation. So you don't really need anything here, just being very present, being in your own body. If you have a yoga mat, you can roll your yoga mat out. And if you don't have a yoga blanket or blocks, don't worry about that. You can just add blankets and pillows to help add comfort to your body. We're going to start this practice in a seated meditation, and then we'll begin to move more into our bodies. If you choose to move into a reclined position, that's also okay. So meditation is something that you can do anywhere, anytime. You don't have to be properly seated. You can also lie down. So I want you to come to a space that's conducive and comfortable for you. So I'll give you a few moments here to kind of get yourself situated, and we'll go ahead and start here in just a moment or two. Some things I also add to this to add a little bit more ease and comfort to the body is lavender oil, which is really, really good for not just relaxing the mind, the muscles, and the body. It also has a lot of therapeutic properties. One of those is healing. So we're going to be working with lavender oil today. If you have some, great. If you don't, that's also okay. Maybe find some somewhere in the store. Maybe at some point you can add that to your collection of yoga things. So I'll be working with that today. So as you get situated here, let's go ahead and take a moment. I'm going to be calling this as a seated practice, but if you prefer to lie down, I want you to go into a space that feels good for your body. Once you begin to find that space in your body, I want you to begin to root down to the earth. So grounding and rooting gives us a sense of balance in both mind and body. It connects us to the earth, gives us stability, support, and connection to each other and to the earth. Once you have that, take a few moments here. Allow the shoulders to roll back and down. Just feel that ease of movement in your body, letting the shoulders just melt down your back. And then find a placement for your elbows, either underneath the shoulders. Palms can be up or down. So I want you to find that place in your body that feels best today. Palms up is receiving all the beautiful energy you're creating in this world. Palms down is for grounding and stabilizing. So wherever you are, find that placement that's right for you. We're going to take a few moments here and just come into our own bodies. And as we begin to ground and root into the earth, we begin to let go of the past. We bring ourselves into the present moment. And as we bring ourselves in the present moment, we're going to begin to focus on the content and the quality of our breath right now. So you don't have to have any fancy breath work. We're just beginning to focus with how the breath is moving through the body. The eyes can be soft or closed here as it begins to take a more deeper reflection of your body. Once you begin to move into this space, as you feel the ebb and flow of breath through body, just begin to observe the rhythm of the breath. As you observe the rhythm of breath, in your mind's eye, imagine an ocean wave drawing toward the shore. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine an ocean wave leaving the ocean floor and taking with it anything that no longer serves you. So each and every time you breathe in and out, I want you to, as you inhale, imagine a wave move toward an ocean shore. And as you release the breath, visualize and watch the breath release the body just like an ocean wave leaves the ocean shore, taking with it impurities of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Just let it go. And as you continue to breathe into the body, I want you to take a few moments and allow the breath to slow and deepen. Allow it to move a little deeper into the base of the lungs. And as this happens, begin to feel the expansion of breath in the body from side to side, front to back, top to bottom. As you draw the breath upward, I want you to pause at heart space. Take a moment of reflection, love, kindness, and compassion for yourself and others. And as you release the breath, we're sharing that love, kindness, and compassion with the world. Again, we inhale, expanding the lungs from side to side, front to back, top to bottom, drawing the breath upward, maybe reaching the base of the throat. Again, pause for a bit of breath retention. And as you come to the throat space, beginning to honor your own voice, know that it has a message, a meaning, and a purpose. Use your words and use them well. And as you release breath, again, that sense of surrender, of letting go. We're going to move through a few more rounds of this deeper belly breathing, allowing you to get deeper in connection with mind and body. So as we come into this space, the mind begins to still and the breath and the body begin to move together as one. So finding that organic movement of breath and body. Inhale, Feeling the lift of the chest, the breath begins to rise up through the body. And as you exhale, maintaining the length of the spine, but releasing all of the breath out of the body. So moving through a few more rounds. And at this point in your practice, you can stay seated, or you can begin to come down onto the back if that feels better. So I want you to come into the space that feels best for you. So either seating or recline, whichever calls to you. And once you're there, I want you to begin to come again into that space of stillness. So finding that sense, that space to ground. And at this point now, whether you're seated or reclined, I want you to begin to allow the eyes to soften and close. And as you do this, begin to close off outside distractions and begin to draw your awareness inward. As you draw your awareness inward, I'm going to focus starting with the feet. So we're going to move through our bodies energetically, starting from the feet and then move all the way up through the body. You can begin to wiggle through the toes as you release the energy from the feet. And then I want you to begin to bring your awareness from your feet. Bring it up into the ankles, the shins, the calves. Bring it up into the hips, the torso, and the spine. Bring your awareness into the shoulders and let your shoulders just melt down the back and let that energy trickle out through the fingertips. Bring your awareness to the cervical spine of the neck and then continue to allow that movement of energy up through the back of the scalp to the crown of the head. Bring your awareness to your forehead, softening the muscles in the forehead, relaxing the orbital sockets of the eyes, relaxing the jaw in the mouth, and lastly, letting the tongue rest naturally on the palate. As you breathe, I want you to breathe wholly from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Slow, steady breathing as you draw the breath upward through the body. And as you release the breath, feel that deep surrender of letting go. As you draw in breath, think of peace. And as you release the breath, think of serenity. As you draw breath in, think of peace. And as you release the breath, think of serenity. And continuing on in your mind's eye, I want you to visualize your feet and imagine they're standing in warm sand. Feel the sand trickle between the toes and let that give you a sense of warmth throughout your body. Feel that sensation. And then from here, I want you to imagine yourself walking in warm sand. As you gaze around in your mind's eye, I want you to see a beautiful, brilliant blue sky. See sunshine overhead, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin. And as you observe this beautiful environment you're in, begin to hear a bird in the distance. Feel a breeze on your skin, smelling the sweet nectar of flowers, almost tasting the salt in the air. In your mind's eye, I want you to begin to walk in this warm sand. And as you walk in this warm sand, I want you to gaze around at your environment, looking at the earth, the sky, taking in the scents, the sounds. And as you walk a while in this warm sand, I want you to find a place, maybe in a group of trees, and I want you to sit a while. And as you begin to sit, you begin to lie down in this warm sand. The sand is warm and nourishing to the body. And as you lie here for a moment or two, you begin to feel your body become lighter and lighter and lighter. So light that you begin to float up in the sky. And as you float up in the sky, you begin to observe beautiful white fluffy clouds, and they begin to form shapes. The first shape that you see begins to form words, and the words begin to form the word calm. Again, you look at the clouds, and they begin to form another word, serenity. And again, you look at the clouds, and they begin to form the word tranquility. As you observe this, you begin to take in those words into your body, and you begin to feel the muscles become more and more relaxed. As you continue to float up in the sky, you begin to find a cloud that's beautifully supportive, and it calls to you. It contours to every part of your body, and you can imagine yourself being more comfortable, more relaxed, and you settle in. As you lie in this cloud, you begin to feel the mind content, and relaxed. The muscles deeply relaxed and soothing. The mind is still, and the breath continues to deepen. As you move into this space, you begin to move into a space of stillness, relaxed, tranquil, calm. And this is your place to stay for as long as you need to. And know that as you come into this space, you can revisit this space at any time. All you have to do is close your eyes and you'll be there. And this is your 5 to 10 minute tranquility lesson from my heart to yours. Namaste, yogis.